Shalom everybody. This video is a open rebuke to the minister Leandria Johnson in regards to the Periscope controversy that has gone viral on social media, especially within the realm of the General Assembly of the Saints, with her appearing in a state of insobriety, speaking very crassly, using profanity. So I'm basically just going to address two things, and that is drunkenness and profanity, only according to scriptural application in the Holy Bible, because of 1 Timothy 5:20 that says, they that sin to rebuke before all in their presence, so that all may fear. And then in Leviticus 19:15, as I paraphrase, that we are not to show partiality to the rich nor favoritism to the poor, but in righteousness to judge our brothers and sisters in the faith. So with this all being understood, the only way drunkenness, according to Mosaic Torah or the commandments that were heavily given to Moses, is a sin is when it is done inside the tabernacle or in the place of fellowship, in the sanctuary, the most sanctified place, according to Leviticus 10:9. You can read it for yourself on your own time. Leviticus 10:9 only forbids drunkenness inside the tabernacle. The principle behind that verse is to not get drunk at all. According to Numbers chapter 6 verses 1 through 21, Numbers chapter 6 verses 1 through 21, the only people that are restricted from any alcoholic beverage, whether it is beer, whether it is wine, are our fellow Nazarites. As myself, I'm a Nazarite, according to the perpetual vows of a Nazarite in, again, Numbers chapter 6 verses 1 through 21. If you have taken that vow either by heavenly instruction or personal conviction, that vow, one of the three vows of a Nazarite, is to abstain from all strong drink, no liquor of grapes, nothing with that is no food that deals with the vine. For example, tomatoes, grapes, anything that comes from the vine is to abstain from it. I've been doing this over 9 years. That's the vow of a Nazarite. Only Nazarites are forbidden to drink at all. The sin is drunkenness, having excess and without moderation of alcoholic beverage. So if you are impaired, judgment impaired, you're off balance, you don't have any discipline, you're acting worldly and not in the right frame of mind, that is where you're out of order. And because it's not the unforgivable sin of blasphemy against the sanctified spirit, you can repent from it and don't do it again. So when it comes to drunkenness, it is okay to drink unless you are a Nazarite. What is unacceptable is drunkenness, which according to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 9 through 10, the drunkard is not going to have, among the 10 types of sinful people, the drunkard is not going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Now when it comes to profanity in speech, I personally have not found any fundamental Mosaic commandment that forbids profanity. And without getting deep into the etymology of profanity, the thing here is, what love does is it does not rejoice in iniquity. It rejoices in the truth. You can find this in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 on what love does and what love does not do. What love does not do, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8, it does not behave unbecomingly or rudely, inconsiderate. If you, with love, you will consider that people may take offense to certain language and certain words. So what love will do is humble itself so that no one is offended by speech. And it is written in the epistle of James that if any man is not able to offend by speech or word, he's a perfect man, able to keep the tongue bridled. So that is a great gift to have. a bridled tongue with discipline to not speak any kind of way you feel according to your prerogative. A saint is a sanctified one of Yahuwah, the Most High, the Israelites. It's not about the perfection of never making a mistake. It is righteous order and discipline with love and humility, away from the world, living worldly in the sense that you look like everybody else. That is the definition of a saint. So it is unsaintly to drink wine or strong drink in excess to the point of insobriety, and it is unsaintly to speak in a profane and coarse manner as everybody else does in the rest of the world. So if any of these two things apply to you, I exhort you and I charge you to repent, return to keeping the commandments and the faith in the only begotten Son, Yahshua HaMashiach, the anointed one, the only begotten Son. Because that is the perseverance of the saints, according to Revelation 14:12. Is those that keep the commandments and the faith in the Messiah. It's the perseverance of the saints. As you all persevere in righteousness, I pray according to the will of the Father, Yahuwah, Most High, Almighty, that you stay in His commands with obedience, faithfulness, and stay set apart, that He is not blasphemed in deed or in speech. And let love for the brethren continue. Andrea Johnson, if you get word of this, and anyone that knows of this, understand that love will instruct you to repent of any unrighteous deed, because all unrighteousness is sin. So let love for the brethren continue, and let us stay in a place of peacefulness and sanctification. Shalom.